Goodness Games. You piece of shit.
Thomas!
Hey, everybody.
Hello, everybody! Hey, you, I didn't see you there.
Who is that woman?
Who are you? Ellipses? Ellipses is a nice name.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, we just ditched... Tommy, let's not start that again, please. Tommy,
Okay.
let's not start that again.
But she says, "Oh, won't you stay?"
No, she's saying nothing. She's saying an ellipses.
How do you say ellipses?
Dot, dot, dot.
So she's saying...
Tommy, right there. Dot,
She's
dot,
literally
dot.
saying dot, dot, dot.
Alright, ready?
Okay, ready?
So we ditched Misha and Shizune on last time. Now we're meeting someone. This is not what I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking the sight of the solitary figure taking center stage in the otherwise abandoned room.
She's death, right?
The situation, Tommy, that's Shizune. That's the blue hair.
Oh, so she's, can't speak?
No.
What's wrong with this woman?
Don't. The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway, staring at the beautiful girl while you're not hiding anything. Evidently having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup, she's not holding one, opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me. Okay, I'm gonna do something right now that's gonna tick off every Katawa Shoujo fan right now. Hello there. May I help you?
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna do that the entire time.
No, please do. That would be awesome.
You want me to Scottish this entire thing?
That would be so cool.
So many fans are gonna hate me if I do that.
But you actually do it really well.
Alright, let's channel our inner Merida here. Staring directly in front of herself, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than her words. Her eyes always creep me out. However, it's the soft, measured voice that reminds me she's being separate from the room itself. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, she's sitting down, but even among the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct. Hi, sorry for intruding. I was just kind of lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if she's carefully choreographed beforehand. Can't I take a seat? Unexpected, considering I'm intruding upon her. Thanks? Do you guys hear the laptop going off? I hope you don't.
If it does, that'd be
Let me
cool.
scooch it over.
Scooch.
I slowly step towards another seat opposite to her. The girl resting the keytop. Oh, let me move that out of the way. The girl resting the teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling. That and the slight cloudiness in her eyes means she must at least be partially blind, like Kenji. Tommy, that's her thing!
That's what I was trying to say.
That's
She's
her
blind.
thing. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese.
Whoopsies.
As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office. Ain't that the truth? I take it you're a new... Alright, Tommy, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh,
I'm not gonna do that.
fine.
I take it you're a new student to Yamaku? Yeah, I just transferred in yesterday.
I like your Scottish voice better.
I'm not doing that.
Why not?
Because it's stupid.
It sounds cool.
I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't... Alright, if I'm being silly, I'll read them with that. But if it's serious, I'm dropping it.
Okay, fine.
I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers. Actuated by her restrained bow of greeting. Please don't hate me for not understanding this game. They know. They did some Sathorsing here. One which I hastened to match before realizing the futility of the action. Alright, what did I just miss? I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers. Alright, we don't speak as nicely as she does.
Oh, I see.
I'm Lily Sato. Pleased to meet you. Hisao Nakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of her teacup. Would you care for a drink? Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality in the proceedings. She's too fancy. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in stride. Look at that. Look at that. Tommy, that wall. IEA had that wall. Those schools have that wall. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out among a shelf. A brush here, a brush there, a left hand, often lightly...
What section did they have those walls in?
What?
My brain's going numb. Where do they have those walls?
What do you mean, where do they have it?
No, in IEA, which area? Because isn't
like
that...
hallways and other stuff, or bathrooms? It's the beige... It's the beige school wall, Tommy.
Yeah, but do they have that like brick texture on them?
I remember seeing that.
I do too.
Everyone's not going to know what we're talking about.
Well, yeah, we went to a high school together.
Yeah, I went to a high school for students with disabilities.
We're not that bad.
No, it was, Tommy. It was both physical and mental.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm just saying that.
Tommy, we relate to this game.
I know, Ryan!
Alright.
Jeez.
A brush here, a brush there. Her left hand often lightly touching the side of whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see her... As I lean sideways to see around her back, she seems to use her long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. Alright, Tommy, she's doing this. She's pouring the cup with a finger in here, and then she detects when it's tipping almost to the tip.
Then it's hot tea. Wouldn't that burn her?
Well, I imagine it's warm at this point. Also, I imagine she's just used to it.
Oh.
It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how different everyone seems to adapt. Shizune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lily herself seems to have workarounds for problems I've never thought of. Wow, you're going on first-name basis already, man? While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offerer preparing the drink. So, her soft voice brings me out of my silent observation. Yeah, there we go. Which room do you belong? Which room were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school. The school library. Shizune and me... some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring the water into the teacup. Oh, she's pouring water, Tommy! She's gonna make it in the cup! A small metallic tapping comes from the teacup, indicating it being stirred. I'm aware of Miss Hakamichi, as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, no? That's right, in the science room with Mudo. Mudo! I want to get that guy's name right. I like him. He gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. He's quite the character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do. Oh my god! Hey, Tommy, it's us!
Yeah, look, it's us.
Look at this stupid thing he's got on his head. Look at this stupid thing.
Okay, that's fine. Dennis the Menace had a Calic, and he was pretty awesome.
So did Alfalfa. That's the wrong series.
Who's Alfalfa?
Little Rascals. He's Sal. You're...
Oh, yeah, but he had it really pointy, no?
Yeah, it just...
His name was Alfalfa?
Yeah.
It was named after something horses eat and cows eat?
It's Little Rascals. As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I don't see it, but okay. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems like a rather bad moment to bring it up. Tommy, what do you drink, coffee or tea?
I drink both.
I drink hot coffee.
Here's the thing. I I don't drink tea or coffee, but I don't mind drinking it. Like, say if it was offered to me at, like, a breakfast, like, for, like, going out to eat, it was offered to me, I would take it. But that's, like, the only time I'll have either tea or coffee.
Yeah,
I don't drink it at home. I don't drink it at work.
I'm more of a hot cocoa guy myself.
Hot cocoa?
Yeah, hot cocoa.
But that has nothing to... We're talking about tea and coffee.
They all have caffeine.
Oh.
Nonetheless, the smell is quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Thanks, Otto. It tastes nice. Hey, wait! Look!
What?
Yeah.
What?
Hey, baby, how you doing?
What?
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Hold on. Oh, I see.
I have the
Get
power.
a little animation going on there, huh?
Yeah. Okay. She smiles quickly. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face. Lily, please. There's no need to be too formal.
Wait, what did she call her?
Lily.
No, what did he call her?
Probably by last name, because that's the Japanese thing.
Oh.
Sato. He called her Sato. Lily Sato.
Oh.
She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try and ask her about herself, as it really does seem as she's catering to me. So, which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third-year classes. Correct. I'm in class 3-2, which is on the 3rd floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi, and is specifically for both blind and partially blind students. Hey, Tommy, remember Kenji? He's in the same class as her. I see. I mean, sorry. I feel like slapping myself for the fox paws. Looking at her face.
Fox paws?
Or is it faux pas? It's faux pas.
What's faux pas?
I don't remember. I guess a mess up. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem at least a bit put off by it. We're nervous. We're nervous.
Oh, yeah.
Sweat drop. My, there's no need to change your speech on my account. Chert. Sorry. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love that. Chert. Sorry. I guess I'm really showing my newness here. An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same can be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their conditions. The category which would include her, it seems. All too ready to jump ship from this particular topic. I segoo to another? What is that word?
Segoo.
Subdue? Do you
Subdue?
come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, it might be her version of the place behind my school that I like to have lunch at. I come here fairly often during lunch times. My duties as class representative don't leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea. Class representative, huh? Oh man, look, he's got serious. Compared to Shizune, her mannerism seems to be almost completely opposite. While Shizune's blunt and fiercely driven, Lily seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be...
What's off mean?
Aloof? I think that's something off. Tommy, I can't look up these words, so you have to...
You rhymed there, aloft. I think that's
Come to
something
think
off.
of it, she might be useful for a less... She might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs. What kind of clubs are there? Oh, what kind of clubs are there to join? The more popular ones are the track and field club, which uses the field near the school during lunch times, the baseball club, and the book club in a room near the library. There are also numerous small ones too, though, such as the art and music clubs. At a time when I'm just wanting to get on my feet, rushing to a club might right away seem slightly unappealing. Tommy, which club should we do? You don't know.
Hold on. What club's she in?
She's not in any. She specifically said she's a class representative.
Oh.
I wonder if the school shares the same rules as my old one.
Well, I feel like if we get track and field, we're going to end up getting the Lemons girl.
Dude! Is it
I
compulsory?
don't know her name, so I'm just going to go by
Is it compulsory to join a club? It isn't, though it is encouraged. We don't have to join a club, Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, good. That's a relief. Look at the relieved face. I've really let down my guard around this girl to let such a big thing, let it thing slip out. The fact seems to slightly amuse her. She's happy face. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it as Lily does the same. Oh wow, dude, you spent a while there. As I look over to the window, alright, let me turn down this for a moment. As I look over to the window over her shoulder, I notice the light coming to the room has a distinctly orange tint. You've been there for a while! Even here, time doesn't stand still. Huh. Time's going quickly. Sorry? Oh, right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. Seems to come as a surprise to her. Guess she must have lost track of the time. Sorry, Hisao. I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long. I quickly moved to allay her concern. No, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked Suzune when I had the chance, but Lily seems to likely know in any case. True. It's open until 6:30 during weekdays. A quick glance at my watch confirms I have well enough time to get there. Huh. I might get going in that case. It's been nice talking to you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her. It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you where the library is? I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it all right. Plus, it'd be quite embarrassing to get lost and have to have a blind person tell you where something is.
Oh, that's just not...
Well...
Hey, it'll give him an excuse to more bond with the person.
Well, unless my navigational skills fail me. Well, which they seem to have a habit of doing.
I'm the same. I'm not even kidding. I get lost too easily.
It's all right. I was going to be talking to the librarian there in any case. I could introduce you. The librarian!
Who's librarian?
This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny your offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great. Thanks. As she said, okay. Something's with her eyes that always creep me out, that I can never look at her straight in the eyes.
I know why. She doesn't have any pupils.
Well, no, that's a blind thing. It also helps, I think it has to do, I always have this thing where I don't like a blind person or character looking at you. Mostly because you keep thinking, excuse me, you can't look. Please stop looking. It's kind of freaky.
Oh.
Go ahead, try staring at her face while I inherit this. You'll see me. As she stands up to follow me and takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that has been slipped in the handle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily's looks much thinner and longer. This must be for support. His must be for support, whereas Lily's for navigation. Together we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match hers. We slowly walked through the hallway. Did you kind of feel it? Were you looking at her face?
I was looking at her eyes the whole time. And dude, you want my honest opinion?
What?
The eyes of the painting in front of us right now is more creepier than that. There's nothing wrong with it, in my opinion, but we all have our own opinions.
It doesn't take long. To each her own. To each their own. Unless your own.
To eat their own.
To each their own.
Do you mean to reach their own?
No, to each. Is that it? It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room.
I thought it was. I always heard the reach their own.
To each their own.
But it always sounds like reach their own, because each their own sounds off-putting. I always heard to reach their own.
Oh, look at... Alright, Hisao's gonna do something. Ladies first. She gives an appreciative smile with a gesture, taking lead as we file in.
Oh, that was nice of him. That was adorable.
Get off my GameCube controllers. To the left is the wooden library counter. The library proper being on the right. Easily dwarfs my old school's library with a distinct smell of old books, giving the place an almost old world air. Let me check something. Yeah, okay. There doesn't seem to be a lot of students here. considering the time, it isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or the dorms. Yuko, are you here? She says it to thin air since the librarian doesn't seem to be present. And of course, Lily can't see this. All right, Tommy, I'm going to ask you something when the librarian shows up, and you're going to answer it to me as honest as you can.
Okay.
What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Thump! Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail.
No! No?
The origin, apparently the librarian, quickly crawls out and bounces up to extremely rigid attention. Alright, how old do you think she is?
Wait, considering that you're asking me that question, she's older than she looks, right?
I don't know how old she is. She's apparently in college, though.
She looks like she could be... I mean, it's...
Also, doesn't she look like Ellen?
A little. It's hard to tell because her facial expression looks grandma-ish, but her body looks like it's in her late teens.
Yuko's old.
How
Old looking. Alright. Hi, Lily.
I mean, I would say she looks 20.
Yeah, I agree, but okay. Alright. Hi, Lily. How can I help you? Her voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head.
Oh, she got
Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. It's nothing. I just hit my head. See, I dropped an eraser under the desk while I was looking for a pencil. While I was looking for it, a pencil dropped, and when I was looking for both of them, you came and surprised me. Are you alright? I'm sorry, I couldn't know. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry for making you worry. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me. She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head on the counter. We could be inconvenienced. Yes, worse things have happened. The girl fidgets with her fingers as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression, and then she shuffles some papers around in the corner for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, I can tell. A little shorter than Lily, her plate with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look, she seems to fit a library perfectly. Tell me, Tommy, does she scream librarian?
I could, yeah. A little. It's the glasses.
Lily, did you get my message? Message? Oh my gosh, oh gosh. I hate it when she makes that face.
Why?
Oh, it's just kind of like, oh, the 2 imported books that arrived? Right, they finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but... Amidst her celebrations, partially for managing to change the topic, I'm sure, she notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does. Oh no! I'm sorry for not noticing you before! Did you need to check out a book or return one? I'm sorry! Gomenosai! The way she can so quickly shift between moods is a little unsettling. He's with me, Yuko. This is Hisao, a new student.
I feel bad for her.
Hisao, this is Yuko, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. Hisao. Right, Hisao. Pleased to meet you too. Hisao. For a second, she visibly attempts to engrave her name on her mind so she won't forget. Yuko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille for me. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library? Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an expression of adjacent terror. Please, Lily, I can't. I don't know what he could be interested in. This is too much responsibility. How it's any responsibility at all, I don't get. But her rejection is so sincere, I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. What? It's light novels? But... So, there are books in Braille here? Wow, he caught that topic! I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. Seems to work, at least partially, as Yuko seems to not exactly relax, but at least look slightly less tense. Well, I think about a third or fourth of Yamako's library, these are in Braille or audio.
What's Braille?
Braille?
Yeah.
The bumps. Tommy, you don't know what Braille is?
Oh, no, I mean, I know what Braille is, I just didn't know
Blind people use it to read.
That's what it was called.
Makes sense, given all the blind students that'd be here. Yeah, Tommy, there'd be plenty of Braille. If it's only that, how come this library is so big in the first place? Well, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. It's probably why they have a big library, so they gotta get a lot of books. They spend more on new books than on my salary. Then I have to organize and shelve all of them. It's so troublesome, and they weigh so much. I wish I could quit this job.
Oh.
A very awkward silence follows this revelation of too much information. I'll go check the L's then, if you don't mind. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko, I would like to have these books if it's all right with you. All right, time to go find a book. My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I studied the spines of books in random order, occasionally sliding one out to read the blurb, taking it with me if it looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll never be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there's a large print in Braille books scattered throughout, but it is what it is. A library. Esau, you should be feeling at home. You like to read. It's as if the calm mood from the room I had tea with Lily and snuck in with us here. Unless it was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reach in the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, though, I discover a nice quiet corner at the back. While the rest of the library has the odd students sitting at the desk or either reading or stealthily sleeping, the back is pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting in one of the several beanbags. Ha! It's the dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. Alright, Tommy, get ready. Alright, Tommy has told me a bit. Alright, let's bring up my little orbs again of the routes that I would like. Tommy has specified whose route he would like, which I'll point to. So, Tommy, get ready. The route you prefer, there's going to be a choice coming up. If you want her route, you got to make the right choice coming up.
Oh, man.
From the way she was acting today, I had pegged her more as a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious...
Delinquent mean?
Delinquent? Troublemaker?
Oh.
In fact, does she look like a delinquent?
No.
Frickin'
Looks to be
Hisao.
deceiving, dude.
Frickin' Hisao. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the class raises all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigue floats slowly but surely towards the surface, and before I know it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl. Guess there's no harm in introducing myself, as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate, after all. Walking over to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl starts looking scaredly up at me from underneath her fringe. This is the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath her long, dense bangs, I can see part of her face. At least a third, if not a half, is pretty badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, unconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. For a second, I'm shocked and divert my eyes to the book in her hands before I realize that looking away probably only makes it worse. It takes too many seconds to collect myself, remember what I walked up to her for. Alright, hi, I'm Hisao Nakai. Hi, I'm new here, Hisao Nakai. We're in the same class. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you.
Second one.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. It's okay. The girl certainly doesn't look like it's okay, but I let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems to be very uncertain whether it's okay or for not to me to sit, but finally she nods a little. Okay. I take the seat next to her and she hides herself behind her book. Life of Pi? Never heard of it. I've seen that movie! She's reading Life of Pi. Tommy, have you seen that movie?
No.
Oh, you gotta see that movie. That's a good movie.
Okay.
So, sorry again for startling you. I'm Hisao. She looks up from her book, stalling a little before replying. No. We are in the same class. Her speech is stilted and so quiet that it's barely audible even in the still library. Somehow I think my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako. I'm Hanako. I resist the urge to say that's a nice name just to have something to say, but really it's the only thing I can think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being different to each other, and here I am being all bothered and fussed about that kind of thing. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check these books if you don't mind. She nods a little and sighs a little sigh of relief. So I try to read the covers and the introductions of books I picked up, and she buries herself in her book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wander in her direction, and I sneak peeks at her flowing hair and the scars it's hiding. Stop staring! Oh, she's staring back! After a while, I realize that she's doing the same and only pretending to be immersed in Life of Pi. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all, though. It darts around like a scared rabbit. When our gaze finally meet, the chain reaction's unstoppable. She stands up forcefully from the beanbag and takes a deep breath. I gotta do something! I nailed it! Yeah! Without warning, Hanako takes off a run towards the counter. Her hair-like takeoff catches me so off guard I can't manage to go after her until she has a good head start. By the time I reach the counter, she's nowhere to be seen. Lily and Yuko are happily chatting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you notice a girl run past here? Well, I think you're only gonna get half an answer here. Maybe. What did she look like? Long, dark hair, kind of shy. She had, some scars on her face. You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you? Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something. Oh dear. Yuko, would you excuse me? I'd better try and find her. Sure, I'll just hold on to these until you come back. What's going on? I'm sorry, but I have to explain it to you some other time. Right. See you later, then. I love this song! Lily hastily grabs her cane and hurries out the library, leaving me alone with Yuko. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong? What did you do? Nothing. I was just looking for some books and she got this fit and ran off. The most offending thing I could think of was that I might have looked at her general direction a few times. Okay, he is fibbing. Well, she is a very timid girl. You have to be very careful around her. She can be very jumpy, I think, and she's not accustomed to talking with other people. Isn't that a bit strange? I wonder. It's just how she is, I think. Yuko doesn't sound all that convincing. Then again, maybe this is just the norm around here. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casual only makes me feel phony. Like I'm supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Yuko fidgets, looking like she wants to say something to that, but resists it. I think it's only an elephant if you feel that way. I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. It makes me smile. She blushes heavily. What? That sounds stupid? No, it sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else. Neither of us has anything to add, so Yuko fills the silence by shuffling some papers around. People who have papers on their desks really like doing that. Did you find any books? I should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be closing, but I have to do it. I hope it's not too inconvenient for you. Oh, yeah. I want some books, but I left them over there because... I'll just go get them. I fetched my stack of books from beside the beanbags where Hanako and I were sitting and returned to the counter. Wow, you read a lot, don't you? I surprised myself with that too, honestly. At least I don't think about it. I had a lot of free time earlier this year, so I kind of started reading books to fill that time. I couldn't do much else. I see. She doesn't say anything else, and just checks out my books for me. I guess that's what they call tact. Holding the library books with one arm, I trail my pocket for the key to the door. A sudden sound from behind startles me, making me nearly drop the books I'm carrying or the key that I almost managed to get into the lock.
Hey, you don't mind if I take a leak, do you?
Almost done.
Thank God.
Almost done. Who is it?
I've been holding it as soon as we started recording.
You go to the bathroom like an old man, like clockwork. I turn around to see who's talking to me. It's Kenji. He seems to be in a friendly mood, although the light gleaming off his glasses in the dark gives him a sinister look. It's just me. It makes him pause and lick his lips nervously. Who is me? I don't know anyone called me. And are you some new guy again? His voice is suddenly strained and quick. Yes, but we've met before. Yesterday. I don't think so. I would remember someone who I met only yesterday. When was that? What day is it today? I try to ignore them. Is he joking or what? Prove that we met before. You live across the hall. You're Kenji. Kenji jumps back, his eyes filled with uncomprehending fear. How do you know my name? Damn, this can only mean one of two things. Either we've met, or you're telling the truth, and you're telling the truth, or I just can't remember it, and you're a spy. He pauses. A psychic spy. His eyes dart around me. How can you see them? I'm trying to peek into my room, although it's hard to believe he can see anything through those thick glasses. His mood swung from friendly to manic in less than a minute. I'm not a psychic. How do you know that? I'm not a mind reader. I broke character. I looked at life. Kenji points a finger in my face dimmingly. Unlike you! Stop that, man. We met yesterday. What's wrong with you? I live in this room. Lies. If you think you can pass as Hisao because I'm illegally blind, you're sorely mistaken. You don't even look like him. I mean, the resemblance is real slim. Maybe at a distance, but who do you think you're kidding? I want to grab him by the shoulders and shake him. Exasperated, I rub my eyes and let out a hastily sigh. Stay there. Kenji comes closer, one careful step at a time. I stay still, lest he assault me physically, although I doubt he could do much damage even if he did. Oh, wait, I see it now. Damn, it really is you. Sighing again, then once again for good measure, I step backwards just in case. What's up, man? You don't look too good, I think. Something wrong? I don't know. I just had something stupid happen to me. A few stupid things, actually, even if you discount this one. I can't get a proper touch on other people here, and I have no idea if it's because of me or because of them. I don't know why I'm telling this to Kenji. It's not like we've had any contact either. That's rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry about calling you a psychic spy and all, but you can never be too careful. It's that hard reality we live in. I'm slowly starting to think that Kenji isn't necessarily living in the same reality as the rest of us. You see, this is how it is, this world. There's no justice, you see. Even if I lose, I win, because I don't lose the lesson. What does that even mean? It doesn't matter. He dismisses it flatly with a wave of his hand. So what happened? Why a long face? Do you have a long face?
I just farted when I laughed.
It's nothing. I just scared off some girl accidentally. Literally, too. She actually ran away from me. It was my fault, really, I think. I'm not really used to all this yet. A girl? A cute one? Cute? That's a hard question. She has a nice body and really beautiful hair, but the face... I guess it could go either way. She wasn't cute. She was cute.
Cute.
Alright, Tommy, you're doing good so far. Yeah, cute, I guess. I knew it! There are a lot of cute girls here. A strangely disproportionate amount. I believe this is one of the dark secrets of this school. I tried to warn you, man, but did you listen? I don't remember any such warning. Dark secrets? Yes, dark secrets. Extremely dark, like a black hole. Have you noticed that the number of girls in the school is slightly but significantly higher than the number of boys? It's like 60-40. He turns his head to the left and stares off into distance at nothing. Why is it like this? I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear to be that bad, but that's almost a full 20%. One would think that a school with a large pool of women would be a man's dream, but no! What am I about to tell you can blow your mind. Are you ready? I don't know where he's going, but I think I won't be missing much by cutting out now. No, I'm ready. I only get as far as turning the doorknob before Kenji starts talking again, showing that he doesn't really care if my mind is blown or not. I believe that this school is a battleground, the site of a feminist infiltration. This disparity in the number of men to women is a clear sign of how far they've come. In case this Cold War turns hot, they'll have superiority in numbers. Just another skirmish in the internal war against the forces of the feminists. They're everywhere. In Japan, women outnumber men. It's not a 60-40 split, but it's only a matter of time, man. Even in America, women are the majority by a hair. They're building up their numbers. In the past, the buildup of the military has always been the clear sign of imminent war. Japan is just the first step. Our economy is badass, and the country itself is a small and isolated, yet huge part of the Pacific in terms of political value. The perfect target. They're so cunning, as expected of women. Soon the day will come. When? Kenji's voice trails off honestly. That's why you can't trust them. They'll string you along and then kill you, just as they killed me, and you'll end up just like me. Oh, hell no. Can't stop myself from blurting it out. Hey, what the hell does that mean? You said it, not me. That's the best I can think of. So, you're not supposed to say something... So? You're not supposed to say something like that? Damn, that's rude. Where was I? Oh yeah, vast feminist conspiracy. Stop it! Stop! I lost you way back there somewhere. Somewhere around feminist infiltration. Too hard to follow? Yeah, it's cool. I have some graphs and stuff in my room. And puppets. You like puppets? No puppets. You don't like puppets? Okay, graphs are still cool though, right?
Oh.
He speaks
I
energetically,
don't care
responding
if you
to...
know this or not. I'm taking a pee. But
Tommy!
I'm literally.
I
like
need you!
I'm 2 steps away.
Okay, you know
Leave
what?
the door open.
Okay! I'll speak it as loud as I can, Tommy!
You don't have to just speak normally. I can hear you right here.
He speaks energetically, resounding almost before...
I might go pee like an old man, but
Go!
I'm not deaf like an
Go!
old man.
Go! He speaks energetically, responding almost before I'm done talking, moving his hands in animated ways. He continues to rant on. This is too strange. I haven't pegged as relatively normal, but it's clear that I was wrong. Something on your mind, dude? Just thinking about what it's like to be the last sane man in an insane world. Kenji frowns, looking deeply upset. You mean that's you? It can't be. Just because I'm the last sane man in an insane world, that's my dream. You can't just steal a man's dream. What the hell? This can't be the last two. What the hell? There can't be 2 last sane men. It'll invalidate the whole last part, and that part is kind of important. There can only be one. There can only be one. Like that foreign movie where there can only be one. Like in that foreign movie where there could only be one, and in the end there was only one dude left because that was the point. I've never had seen anyone talk so heatedly and so defensively about absolutely nothing before. Anyway, if you wait here, I can get my graphs. I also have a list of other dark and complex conspiracy that the school holds, as tangled as... Quick, finish my analogy before me. Be a pal. I'm gonna go to bed now. It's extremely late. That doesn't sound like an analogy, but whatever. I like you. You seem like a cool dude. Most people don't understand what I'm talking about when I try to explain the vast feminist conspiracy to them. Denial is a terrible thing. Later. He claps me in the back and then vanishes into his room so quickly and vastly, it's like he didn't even open the door, but instead walked right through it like a ghost. I don't know if I can fully digest what just happened, so I give up and just go to my room, kicking off my shoes before falling face first into bed. Take some time to relax to get up so I can get started on homework. It's because the sheets are cool and comforting against my cheek. and it feels good just lying there with my eyes closed. School's like some kind of bizarre, surreal island. It's isolated on top of a mountain, and each person is stranger than the last. Just can't seem to fit in. What irony. One would think that fitting in a place that's made for people who are unfit for anywhere would be easy. Maybe I'm trying too hard. Although I say that, it doesn't help take the edge off. The words are left echoing off my empty walls. Guess it's not as bad as I expected, though. This place really is more of a school and less a hospital pretending to be a school than I thought it would be. If nothing else, the scenery's beautiful. I open one eye, seeing the school books and bottles of pills arranged side by side on my desktop. Maybe this place is too much like a normal school after all. Alright!
That's all, folks!
That's all, folks! Tommy, that was like 40 minutes.
Ouch.
I hope you stayed here. I hope you stayed here as long as we could. If you're still here, we thank you. Tommy thanks you. Hisao thanks you. Lily thanks you. Hanako thanks you. And especially Kenji thanks you. He's right behind you.